Hey everyone, I am so excited to share this with you. This is a look at everything that is coming today. It launches today, June 1st on Etsy, and if I have all my business together, also on my Ko-Fi. So let's go through everything that is going to be available for you to purchase from today. Okay, so here we have three sort of different products. Well, this is a whole stack, but this is a box challenge. This is a kind of like game. I don't really know what to call this as yet, but it is a game. And then these are savings challenges, a whole heap of different ones. So I don't know where to start. Let's start with, I think, the game. This was inspired by a couple of people who I follow mostly from overseas. The A6 physical dashboards will have an overlay on them and they will be different. So here's just like picked at random. There's a different one. Hopefully the camera is picking up that hollow okay. So yeah, each dashboard will come with a holographic over the top. And then the dashboard is meant to sit in your binder, and on the back is the mastery level, the XPs. I haven't set an amount on the dashboard. In the instruction printout, there'll be like a suggestion, but as always, I like to keep my challenges quite open so that anyone with any budget can play and feel like they are not like breaking the rules, they're making their own. So Potions Professor, you get your dashboard. This will be available, all of these will be available digital and physical. And you will also get your A6 envelope. One of the trackers, the printable has a sheet with 3 of these, so you can print, you can laminate if you want, or you can keep unlaminated. There's such a cute little backing. The back of these is meant to match, I don't know if you can see properly, like the background of the dashboard. And so you have, I'll get these out first. You have your special recipes that you can play to create. And again, in the digital instructions, it will sort of say what you should, like if you want to save extra with creating a special recipe. And then all you do is you have your recipe cards. They have a saving amount and an XP amount, and you would pull 3 of these at a time. Okay, so I have not matched up my recipe, so I'm not going to save any extra for this. I have $3, $6, $8 in savings, and then 3, 7, 9 XP. So on my little tracker, I would put my amounts, or I can color these in the colors, so green, red, purple. And then I have the total amount and the total XP. You can play 1 round, you can play the whole card. It's totally up to you. And then you just save the amount. If you wanted to play the whole card and you were doing like a low budget, this might be like 10 cents per amount. So it might be 30 cents, 60 cents, 80 cents for that round. And the XP, and so you're not saving a huge amount, but you get to play over and over. So that is Potions Professor. Hopefully I explained that well enough. The digital copy will come, as I said, with some instructions. So will the physical will come with instructions, but again, make it what you want to fit your budget. So these are, I thought these were so cute. The little ingredients. Super cute. So the theme, I didn't even mention this, the theme for this drop, this is the first Etsy drop I've done. Usually I just kind of, you know, upload what I create, but I decided to do kind of a theme for June. So the theme obviously is HP inspired, magic, you know, potions, magic, all the things. So that's Potions The PDF for this will be $5, you guys. $5. Like, I wanted to keep it relatively inexpensive so that everyone could access it and have fun and save and all the things. So $5 for the PDF, and I think it's going to be $15 for the physical with the envelope, which honestly I feel like is a steal. Okay, so the next thing is the box challenge, Mischief managed box challenge. I've been playing around with the covers of this. Hopefully you can see that. This also has a sort of hollow overlay on it, but I wanted to make it sort of customizable. In the physical challenge or box challenge, will I have the customization? I think the PDF is just going to be the original cover. So it just has this. It doesn't have any character on the front, and it doesn't have this. So we have the box challenge. Again, on the flip side of this, you've got your like tracker for your amounts for each section. And the sections are the movies. So we start with Philosopher's Stone, work our way through to Deathly Hallows. Each of these trackers totals 20 and then 5 for the bonus. So 25 altogether. So the whole box challenge, because each of the cards is 25, the movies by themselves will be 175 savings, and then there's a couple of bonus games, and there is cards that you can like use to boost your savings. So minimum 175 for this challenge, but you can play like some of these denominations, 2, 3, 1. I tried to keep it fairly low. So again, you can multiply these if you want. If you're playing like a high income, you can keep them quite low. You can halve them, whatever you want to do. So we have Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, Deathly Hallows. Oh my God, iconic. Love her. And then we have the bonus games. So pick and save is just color the amount or the character, the icon that you want to save, and add the extra. Is $100. So you have your 175 in your movie, your sections, and then this is 100 total here. Again, you can use it, you can leave it out, you can make it half, you can multiply it if you're higher income, make it your own. This is a roll and save. So roll your dice, write the number, and save the amount. And then we have a HP inspired shut the box. So roll your 2 dice and then cross out the amounts, save whatever you weren't able to cross off or knock out. There's 3 rounds, but because it's laminated, just wipe off and reuse. So that's the bulk of it, the sections and the bonus games. And then in the back here, and I'm thinking of offering this, you guys, with an envelope or with envelopes, zippered ones, and then also with a binder, but I don't have many binders. So let me know in the comments if you like buying these challenges with a binder, if you're buying it physical copy, or if you just like having like the trackers, printed, laminated, cut, that sort of thing. Let me know what you prefer. So the bonus cards, we're going to shuffle, and these are going to give us extra savings on top of our 175 and our bonuses. So +5 for Slytherin. So I would just, again, you can make these like that might be 50 cents if you're low income. Do you know what I mean? I am looking for the Slytherin, either the Slytherin house or the Slytherin icon, and I would just chuck an extra 5 in there. So that would be the 25 and another 5 is 30. When we've used our cards, we put them out. The next one, roll a die and save. So we're looking for this icon, which I think might be Harry. Yeah. So I'm looking for the icon to know which envelope to put it into. Roll a dice, save the amount. Again, multiply or not, depending on your budget. $1 into Ravenclaw. So looking for Ravenclaw, add $1. Double the next card. So $2 saves for Harry. So if we go back to Harry, then I would put for an extra $4 in that for my double and bonus. So hopefully that explains how to use and actually if you want an in-depth look at using this is my copy. I'm going to be using this in my cash stuffings and my game days. So if you want to see her in action, join me for that. I was going to say on my YouTube channel, but you're currently on my YouTube channel. So yeah, super cute. The option to customize if you're buying the physical copy. So the PDF version of the box challenge is going to be $12, I think, and the physical $30. And as I said, let me know if you want an option with envelopes, zippered envelopes, and a binder. That obviously will make it more expensive, but let me know if that's something you'd be keen on. And then I have a whole heap of just A6 challenges just as standalones, and these are the same as my current challenges. So $5 for a PDF version and $8.50 for a physical. So we have, as usual, one with amounts and one without, and you choose. This one is, you write each icon is a certain amount, color it off or tick it, whatever. This is a pick and choose and save, so color the icon you want to save for, so kind of like a tracker instead of a challenge, I guess, but super duper cute. Hopefully the glare is not too bad. So that's kind of like same vibes. This one is one that if you've watched my Freaky Friday, actually you won't have seen, I don't think, but anyway, this is kind of it's called Sorting Hat Savings. It's a game, so it comes with set amounts or you choose your own, because these ones are a little spicy. But essentially you're going to roll 2d6 dice. The first number determines the house, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is roll again, 6 is your choice, and the second number determines how many moves. You don't have to do that. You could just roll a 4-sided or a 6-sided dice and move that number. So if I were to, let me show you an example. So let's say I'm ignoring the instructions and I'm just going to roll with a 4-sided die, number 2. So I would cross off Gryffindor because that's the second house, and I would just do 1 roll per move. So 3, I would cross off Ravenclaw, 4, Hufflepuff, and I would just keep going until I get to whichever shield and then save the amount. So yeah, again, that's with amounts and without. Another kind of trackery one with a bonus $10, and then each icon has an amount. This saves $160. Without amounts, you just choose each icon is a certain amount and then tick them off or cross them off as you go. A roll and save. So this is one where we use 2 die, figure out which icon. So if I roll a 3 and a 4, then I'm going to save $20. If I roll a 5 and a 2, then I'm going to save $2. Again, as usual with my roll and saves, it comes with predetermined amounts and without. And I have been taking the currency off of my challenges. So this is going to suit whether you're, in the UK, the US, Australia, doesn't matter. It's just the amounts now, or any other country. Okay, and these are scratch offs. So with the little Harry Potter love heart, I think that's so cute. This one is a lower budget, a lower income, save 60. So there's some scratches and then roll and write the number. And I did this just as like a roll and save as well. So under these scratches is an amount that totals 60. But then this one is just, if you want just a roll and save kind of tracker. And same with this one. So this is the scratch off 100. So there's no roll and saves on this one. You just scratch whichever, and they all total 100. And the denominations are 5 to 20, the amounts. And then this one is just your roll and save tracker. So that is everything coming today, June 1st. You can buy any of these on my Etsy or on my Ko-Fi. Let me know what you think down below, whether this hits the mark or whether you think, amounts are too high, it's too much, there's like not enough of the things you like. What would you like to see? All the things. I think I'm going to do a monthly drop with a theme in this kind of vibe. So I'm thinking next month might actually be like Christmas, Halloween, to start saving for that. But then, you know, I don't know, keeping with the kind of themed monthly drops. Let me know what you think. I am so in love with this collection. I just love it so much. I, in fact, have all of these, like, for the next week in my videos, you will see Potions Professor and the box challenge and some of these in my binders because I just love them so much. So yeah, let me know what you think down below. Which one's your favorite? Which one are you running to grab? And what would you like to see more of? Because I just like to create what you guys are going to use, what you love, what's inspiring and motivating. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and I feel like I ruined my fan. Wait, I'm so bad at doing fans too, you know, like it takes me forever. Tell me, why does it take so long for me to do a fan? Let me know down below what you think, what you're buying, what you're leaving, and I appreciate and love you so, so much. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next one. Bye.